morning. It is Friday, August 9th, 41st day on trail, and it is 11 o'clock, and I'm just leaving camp. I was exhausted yesterday. That sun and all that climbing took its toll on me. I think I was dehydrated. Well, I know I was, because there was a long stretch up on the top with no water. So, woke up this morning, and when I get to the verge of exhaustion, it never fails. I get a sinus infection. And I noticed yesterday when I was looking at my videos and before I went to sleep, and my voice sounded funny. So I woke up this morning and I've got a sinus infection. My left ankle is swollen like a football. And my left toe is infected as hell. So it was rough getting out. Oh, and before I went to bed last night, I went to the bathroom and I had blood all in my urine, which I have 2 kidney stones, which I've known about. They're in my kidney. And they probably got aggravated yesterday. So, yep, that's what's going on. Anyway, to continue, I paused at some hikers were coming up. And of course, I chatted with them for a minute. So yeah, I've got the kidney stones must have got aggravated, and my left kidney is hurting. So yeah, I'm pretty much a mess today. And just like I said, I'm just leaving camp. It's 11 o'clock. I debated about staying there because I was in the shade and there's no bugs. As I mentioned yesterday, everybody's saying this next 10-mile, 12-mile section is horrific with, there's a lot of ponds, I guess, and the mosquitoes are full force. And unfortunately, the shape I'm in, I'm probably gonna have to camp there. That's gonna be horrible. But on the bright side, it's a beautiful day. Nice breeze blowing. I got the bugs lotion on, the sunscreen on, ankle wrapped up, toe wrapped up. That was one of the reasons it took me so long. And then plus I went there, I was camped right next to an awesome cold spring coming right out of the ground. And I went this morning and soaked my ankle for a while, and it went down a little bit. Tried to clean my toe up. So yeah, life on the PCT. It's gonna be another scorcher today. But I ended up camping last night right past that water source, and I kind of got a secluded spot. And when I went to get water and clean up, and there was a guy setting up, and he was from Denmark, and he actually is a true through hiker. He went through the Sierras. He said 15 days left. He's doing 25 miles a day. His trail name was Thru, young kid. And man, I asked him when he went through the Sierras, he said May. And that's when they had like 10 feet of snow. Good Lord, he's got to be one tough kid. Because temperature, it was freezing at night. Basically, you're walking on top of 10 feet of snow every day. And he's an ultralight guy. I mean, he's got a tiny little backpack. But I asked him how long it takes him to do 25. He does 25 a day. He said about 9 hours. Hell, it takes me, through Washington at least, it's taking me 9 hours to do 12 miles, which is, it seems slow, but it's just, this is a tough, Washington is tough. Big climbs, big descents. That section yesterday was the hardest I've done on the PCT. And I'm feeling it today. I just passed with 3 old gentlemen, probably 50s, and they're hitting it like about me yesterday, about noon, which is not the time to be hitting it, because you're going to be exposed for 4 hours, direct sunlight, at 7,000 feet. That wears you out too. But anyway, I'm on trail and got a great shot of Mount St. Helens this morning when I went and got water. It was pretty clear, best view I've had. And of course Mount Adams is directly in front of me. I'm actually in a little woods section, but I'll be coming out here in a minute. So anyway, back on trail, man. Well, there's my morning view of Mount St. Helens above the clouds. Here's my current view from the trail. Another gorgeous day. Hello. You're gonna be on YouTube, by the way. If I pick this clip. Here's my current view. Snow is still melting off these mountains. Unbelievable. And there's the trail. You can see it's skirting across the side of that mountain. And it looks like it goes back over here. So, I'm gonna get on it. This is a very popular section to hike just because of the beauty. And I was showing you a minute ago that the trail, how it goes over there. And look, there's about 10 hikers coming this way. There's the trail. There's part of the goat rocks. There's a water source from the snow. Yep, another beautiful section. Looks like I'm getting ready to climb up the side of a mountain. The views will probably be phenomenal though. That's where you get your best views, on these ridges. But you're also exposed in the sun. But I'm loaded with sunscreen today. Here's another view of Mount St. Helens. About halfway up this ridge climb. Stopped at the water. Oh, I got it. Stopped at a water source. Well, I've made it to the other side of this ridge, that I showed you. Here's my view looking back where I just came from. Man, it's a gorgeous area. Some people tenting down there, probably section hikers. That's their home base. They take all the damn spots up. It's a very popular section. Well, looks like I made it to the top of the mountain. And there's Mount St. Helens, sitting above the clouds. I hope that's coming in. Well, I'm on the other side of the mountain now, and it's taking me up, and it looks like it's gonna go over a pass. And I decided I gotta quit my bitching. I have passed two older couples. Hell, they gotta be in their mid-60s, hell, pushing 70. They were out here doing this section. It's awesome. I had a man this morning. I actually met him at the water source yesterday, and I ended up tenting right past that. Well, I got back on trail, and he was at an intersection, and he's just out here doing a section. And he asked me if I was through hiking yesterday. I told him, yeah. So he told me this morning that I was a big inspiration to him, that he's always wanted to do this, but just isn't physically fit. And I told him, well, the hell way I feel today, I don't know either, but I'm gonna keep pushing on. Man, that view of Mount St. Helens is just awesome. Keeps getting better and better as I get higher. Wow. Well, I've made it to the top finally, Cispus Pass. There's my view. There's the trail. Looks like I'm finally going downhill. I'm sure you can't even hear me. It's super windy up here, but it feels awesome. check these rocks out. They all have shape to them. And they're coming out. That is awesome. Kind of looks like Devil's Postpile in the Sierras. It's like they're growing octagon shape. Well, it's about 1 o'clock. I've only done a couple, I don't know, maybe 3 miles. Going downhill now, and here's my current view. It's Mount Adams. You only see part of it, it's in the clouds. And I did hear from a northbound hiker that there's weather moving in. There's some big clouds, big old dark bottom clouds just sitting everywhere. And it is real windy today, which is nice, so it feels good. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do because it's already 1 o'clock. I'm not gonna make many miles today. Well, it's about 3 o'clock, 3:15. Only done about 7 miles today so far, but I've only been hiking for 4 hours. But it is getting black and it is thundering. So I just stopped to get some water, and a northbounder came up and told me there was a trail junction 4 miles up, and he said if you take that lake trail, there's some campsites that come up pretty quick, and there's a stagnant pond nearby that you can get water, which means it's gonna be buggy, but I don't think I can get there before this rain because it's been thundering for 20 minutes. He was telling me about Trout Lake. He just left there 2 days ago. Pretty nice little young fella, very talkative. He talked my ear off. But yep, I am not feeling it today. I think I really overdid it yesterday. That was poor planning on my part. What happened was I had to hike a 6,500 foot mountain in the morning before I started the Goat Rock section. And I mean, that took 3 hours just to do that. And then when I got to the Goat Rocks, it was all uphill and exposed sun and all that. So yeah, just overdid it. Got dehydrated, and I'm glad I did stop where I stopped though. I was thinking about going farther, but that would have even been worse. But there's my current view. See the base of Mount Adams. The rest of it's in the clouds. So, and the young kid told me, he said actually the bugs weren't, he camped there at that lake, or before the lake. And he said the bugs weren't too bad. He said after that though, for the next 15 miles, they are horrendous. I think you have a lot of, because we'll be lower and there's a lot of ponds. So mosquitoes are everywhere. But anyway, I'll give you an update when I get to camp. Well, it is 4:15, still hiking. It's actually cleared up on my end. Behind me, it's still rumbling and thundering and black. It's cleared up on this side. So maybe I'll be able to get the camp set up for the rain. I just read gut hooks. And at this junction up here, it's probably 2 miles. It takes you to a lake that I just took a picture of, but it's 4 miles. And then somebody had written in the comments that right before the junction, about point 1, there's a little side trail. And it said it's real overgrown. If you take it and just keep following it, you'll come to a little tiny pond and go past that, and there's a campsite with 3 or 4 tent sites. So that's where I'm shooting for. And it's pretty early, so hopefully nobody will be there, because there's not a lot of campsites here. It will be buggy, but I'll just get the tent set up, clean up a little bit, and crawl in and just cook in the tent. So I am tired and just want to sleep tonight. So that's the plan. And then get up early. And if ankle's fine and other things are fine, I want to do 15 tomorrow and 15 the next day to get me to Trout Lake Sunday. Because I've only done first day 10, 11. Today's going to be right at 10 also. Maybe 10 and a half. But not bad, I guess, since I started at 11 o'clock this morning. So yeah, that means I've been averaging 2 miles an hour, so that's not bad for an old gimped up geezer. All right, I'll check with you later. See you, bye. Well, before it starts raining, I'll show you my tent site. I just got my tent up, starting to sprinkle. Actually got some seats tonight. I'm gonna cook and eat right there. And out here is a nasty stagnant pond, but at least I got water. I can filter it. And I don't think anybody else will be here. This is off the beaten path. I read it on gut hooks, and it was not easy to find. There's a junction, another 0.2 down the trail, and that takes you to a lake. Well, you had to come out through the trees and then walk in this marsh, and it was muddy, and it said it was on the left. Well, it was actually right behind the pond. I finally found it. I was about to give up. I'm glad I didn't, because actually this is sweet. And but I did see some big ass tracks out there, like I'm guessing they're elk. They weren't moose, but they were too big for deer, so I'm thinking they were elk. And then I did see a lot of bear scat. So, but I'm under these old pine trees, so I should be good to go. I'm excited about this one. I really doubt anybody's going to come here unless they really know about it, but we'll see. See you tomorrow.